Candlestick analysis allows an investor to move much more quickly and aggressively, knowing what to expect after candlestick signals. As we saw on Friday, the big positive trading day after a spinning top doji in the oversold area, right on the 200-day moving average, provided a MorningStar signal, with this candle not only gapping up, giving you a best friend signal, but closing more than halfway up this candle, giving you the MorningStar signal. Today's positive open was basically confirming the reversal signal. This allowed investors that were recognizing the confirmation of this MorningStar signal to be buying immediately on the open, knowing the probabilities were extremely strong they would continue to trade higher. The same analysis could be applied to the NASDAQ. A MorningStar signal with the third candle gapping up, telling you that you had a best friend, high probability of continuing the uptrend. And note where this signal occurred. Right at the same level the buying occurred over here, giving you a double bottom. So the visual analysis of candlestick signals not only provide information of what's going on immediately, but also telling you where investors are making their decisions from past trading patterns. This provides the aggressiveness that most investors do not partake, knowing that on Nvidia, they had a bearish candle, then it gapped up above the previous day's open and did a doji. We know the simple bullish flutter setup, which is the fact that they gapped it up above the previous day's open and did a doji, and then we know the doji rule, the price is usually going to move in the direction of how they open after a doji, told us as soon as they were opening positive, number one, and being able to be prepared by the fact that the markets were going to be opening positive, allows investors to get in immediately and take advantage of the next price move afterwards. This is not anything different than recognizing what was setting up, a bullish flutter kicker, and then seeing it confirm on the next day. Micron provided that same type of scenario. All the indecision down here in kind of a fry pan bottom J-hook pattern setup. Wave 1, wave 2, starting wave 3. Wave 3 started with a MorningStar type signal, followed by a gap up today, making the high probability assumption that this is starting wave 3, which could have the same magnitude as wave 1. This allows investors to put on positions much more aggressively without having to worry about the what if. What if it opens positive and starts trading off? That's a very simple endeavor. Because of the visual movement of a candlestick chart, when something opens positive and immediately starts trading off, very logical assumption. The buyers haven't stepped in yet. So when do you buy? You wait until it comes back up through the open, because that would tell you the profit taking's over and the bulls have stepped in. In this case, we're still recommending buying MTZ if it opens positive and trades above today's open, because that would give you a little scoop type J-hook pattern breaking you out into wave 3, which should have the same magnitude as wave 1. And notice why the strength of wave 1 was involved. There's your kicker signal, the strongest of the candlestick signals, telling you there's been a drastic change of investor sentiment. Now the consolidation's over. Look for the next wave to be the same magnitude as this wave. Candlestick analysis is merely putting the common sense observations that the Japanese rice traders have implemented for 400 years to tell you what happens in investor sentiment, and that investor sentiment works the same way time after time. So you're going to recognize the signals and patterns. If you come back to the basic assumption that prices do not move based upon fundamentals, prices move based upon the perception of fundamentals, and that's what candlestick analysis illustrates, what's going on in investor sentiment. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms. Expect more upside in this market because you've got a MorningStar signal that gapped up on the MorningStar side, confirmed today by going up through the T lines, telling us investor sentiment is turning very much bullish again. See you in the chat rooms.